Hi guys, happy Friday to everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, Patrick, again. Second
Happy
time today.
Friday the 13th. So I hope everyone was
Friday
get
13.
luck in the market, but there's no luck in the market. So it's always experience. It's always a good setup. So let's make Friday the 13th a good one for you, not a Black Friday. So Black Friday will come soon where we have nice offers for you. But I will say let's start and don't talk too much.
Yes, absolutely. So before we start, as always, we're going to show you a disclaimer. All right. So today, I think we're going to do a very, very good sessions. What we're going to do today and what we prepared is a look back at the week ahead. So we want to look at what happens this week. We saw a crazy move on Wednesday during the CPI data, crazy market movement across the week. Today has been kind of quiet, I guess, which is always a good thing before the weekend. So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze the levels for the past week on different futures, different assets, and then we're going to show you how they perform. And then obviously any question you have, thank you, Drew. I see your question. The first one, we're going to try and look at that later. But if you have any question, please paste them in the chat. As always, please let us know if you can hear us okay. And if not, send us a comment. So the first thing we did today is we have the levels for the past week from Monday to Friday. And we're going to show you how the levels kind of have performed. So let's start with Monday, right? So we have multiple indicators, one per day. We also have our blind spots. So if we start with the levels, these were the levels from Monday. So here you see Monday, 9th of September. Here we have the levels. We also have our blind spot levels here. So I know it's hard to see from the chart, but essentially what we did is we highlighted in red all those areas that are near the levels that were at play for that day. So we have our core resistance, gamma wall, 0 DTE, IVOL level, and then the price kind of bounces back on this area. Let me see if I can zoom in. And then it goes all the way past the 1-day max and then retraces back. So here you see the data here. So if we take away the chart, these would be the areas that were at play for that day from the levels that we saw. And then if we put them back, here were the levels for that day as well.
And it's good to say also, Fabio, that we have the 1-day min and the 1-day max indicators. So the 1-day max and the 1-day min give us the overview of what we can expect from move to the upside and to the downside. And it was so nice to see that we came near the 1-day max and we touched this and then we come back. So but this was a nice target point. So we're getting the upside move, and then the 1-day max high wall was in play together. So they was supporting each other. But it was nice to see how the 1-day max are reacting. So based on our theory, based on our back testing, what we was seeing yesterday, we was going through the back test with you on this is on our website from MenthorQ about the theory, about 1-day max, about the back test, and it's nice to see that we stay in the range and everything is good.
And also, like, there was some really good moves here on the high vol level, all the way down to the core resistance. So from level to level, very good kind of swing moves for the day.
And maybe someone is also remind what I was teaching. I was teaching in the beginning when I was coming to MenthorQ the handshake strategy. What's the handshake strategy? Maybe Fabio, you remind us. It's when we trade from level to level. For example, from high wall to high wall 0 DTE. And this was exactly happened. So I was saying in the community, handshake strategy is the target, where we can target. So if we fall down from the high wall, we can target, for example, the high wall 0 DTE. If we fall down from the call resistance, we can target the call resistance 0 DTE. Same with put support. If we fall down from put support, we can target put support and so on also from the other side. And this was exactly a really good example how the handshake strategy was working also in this area. Perfect.
And then obviously you have your blind spot to support you. So we can add those and we're going to show them throughout the presentation. But if we move then now to Tuesday and we enable this, then what we see here for Tuesday, we have a big bounce or a big move from the JAX1 and the high vol level 0 DTE all the way up again and shake again, all the way up past the high vol level, all the way to JAX5 here. So really strong move here, all the way up to here. And obviously we saw, as the break happens, an increased volatility, very strong on there. We can also add our blind spot. So again, blind spot confirming, blind spot 4 in this case, confirming this area. And then we have also our blind spot 8 all the way up here. That could have been also like maybe a potential target area. But yeah, very interesting move. And then of course here we see like high vol level being tested, trying to break, boom, all the way down. And then we saw a pullback all the way up.
And I cannot stress this enough, Fabio. So for everyone who's now listening to me, I will highly recommend to watch the 9:15 event from Wednesday. So this was the CPI event when we was doing live. Then we was speaking in this event about the importance of the high wall and the high wall 0 DTE and the VIX correlation for the NQ and for the ES. Why we was speaking about this? So as we see later on Wednesday, so high wall was in the play, high wall 0 DTE was really important. But what we was seeing, we was looking to the left. We know exactly, me and Fabio or all other traders who daily using the levels, as we see on Tuesday, high wall 0 DTE was in the play, handshake. The day before on Monday, high wall 0 DTE was in the play, handshake. And what was happened on Wednesday? Boom, high wall 0 DTE and high wall was the main levels for the CPI. Extremely cool. And this is something what you can use daily on your strategy. But you must have a clear mind. You must have clear eyes to see this. History repeats always. And this is so amazing to see this.
Yeah. And here again on Wednesday, and we're going to see this clearer on NQ when we move to that asset. But as you can see, this was CPI data, market pullback. We were live on that day just after the event. Breaks down and then fails to break up. And then we also have our blind spots kind of like to support that. But we're going to see a clearer picture on NQ very soon. But essentially, break of high vol, high volatility, pullback, target area, pullback, target area to the 1-day max all the way through it. And then the price kind of like closed just below the 1-day max for the day, which is great.
And again, so on Wednesday, I remember that some guy was writing something in the community and say, hey, why we have so crazy moves today? It's amazing how the market is skyrocketing. And I was saying them, hey, so look to your levels. He was speaking about the NQ, by the way. I was saying, looking to the levels. So we have the upside move, but we are stay below 1-day max. So we have room to run. We can't touch the 1-day max. So the 1-day max is the target. And it was exactly happened that we touched the 1-day max. And this is so crazy. If you have the levels on your chart and you have a crazy up move, so what you can expect, so we cannot predict the future, of course not, but we can maybe expect, we can have a plan, we can say, okay, this is our target area because this is the maximum move based on MenthorQ, how they calculate this on volatility. Boom, nice. So we was touching this. And also we was breaking below 1-day min, but we was holding the range. We came back and boom. So back testing results, we was talking about this yesterday, but this is the proof again. So it was holding.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if we move to yesterday, we see a similar picture. So kind of like the price bounce up from the JAX1, very important level. In the morning, we see this range. Then we have a drop back all the way to the JAX level, bounce back up all the way to the core resistance, and then we have like a consolidation around the core resistance level all throughout the day. So another good target level from here to here. We had our blind spots too. So here, for example, look at the consolidation around this blind spot level 9 right here. So we have a very big consolidation, then the move up, and then we have our two blind spots here. So we have blind spot 1, blind spot 8, and core resistance. So another very important area that would have been hard to breach. So we see a consolidation, and then the market closed on that area yesterday.
Should we share also some golden nugget, Fabio? What do you think?
I think so. It's Friday.
I think so. Okay, it's Friday night. Let's do it. All right. So, as we sometimes when you will change your levels on the trading view indicator or your favorite platform, I will say to you something before you change your levels. Look to the 1-day min and 1-day max. Where was 1-day min, the 1-day max the day before? And then if you change your levels on the indicator, compare where the 1-day max and the 1-day min is now, because we see it really clearly. The day before, the 1-day min is going now higher and the 1-day max is going also higher. Is this a bullish trend? We can say something like this, but this doesn't mean that we're going up or down. This is only that the 1-day minimum move is going higher and the 1-day max is going also higher. Sometimes we see it that the 1-day max goes lower and the 1-day min goes lower. And every time when I see something like this over a few days, we were seeing this on Monday, we were seeing this on Tuesday, we were seeing this on Wednesday, and we were seeing this today. So this is for me a clear sign based on the days before that I can expect it that the market goes higher. But this is only some little tiny golden nugget. This doesn't mean that we go higher. This doesn't mean that we go down. It's only an indicator and second confirmation that you can make educational decisions based on your trading strategy.
Yep. And then the last one is today. So today we have, again, core resistance, gamma wall, ZRT, core resistance acting as support all the way throughout the day. Price goes up and kind of like stays below this blind spot level 7, and now is finishing up. So we have 3 hours left till the end of the session for the weekend, staying up in that range. Can it go to the 1-day max? Let's see what happens. So yeah, another important area here.
Yeah.
All right, so if we move to NQ, we have a few ones to cover, but we're going to go very quickly here. So for NQ, I think the craziest one that we want to show is what happened on Wednesday, which is the third one here. So this was a crazy move right here, perfectly touching the 1-day min, and then going all the way past the 1-day max for the day. So this is crazy move from 1800 and 592 all the way to 1900 to 157. So imagine like if you were able to ride all the way up there, that would have been a crazy, crazy move.
Okay, Fabio, can you do me a favor, please? Can you go on Wednesday on the ES, please? Okay, so Shams, the next golden nugget. So every time you were seeing now on the NQ that we was below 1-day max, correct, Fabio? We was below 1-day max on the NQ, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, but on the ES, we was not below the 1-day max. So above the 1-day max, sorry, was below 1-day max. So what is this meaning? So if you see that we're breaking 1-day max on NQ, that we're going above 1-day max, but we stay below ES under 1-day max. So this is meaning we have some room to run. No wondering that the NQ is going a little bit over the 1-day max. then my golden rule is looking to the ES or looking to the S&P. What has happened on the ES? What has happened on the S&P? We are also above one-day max or we below one-day max. Is there some room to run? So then I'm not freaking out that we're going above the one-day max. I feel comfortable. I let my position run because based on ES, I make a decision. We have not touched the one-day max. So, and I will not miss the move.
Yeah.
So this is something what I was learning all over the day when I was trading with the MenthorQ level. So if sometimes this is on the ES is maybe above one-day max, but the NQ is below one-day max. So this means I have room. So the other one have some room. They can go over this. Then as exactly was correct, call resistance was the next area, and you will see this very, very often. Look to the ES, look to the NQ. If someone hit the one-day max or one-day min, look what's happened with the other one. If there's room to run, then the next level will be hit most of the time from the other one, like what we see here on call resistance.
Nice one, Drew. Yes, it's great. All right. So then what do we have after CL? So let's look at oil. All right. So let's look at oil for yesterday. All right. So here we have the levels for Thursday. Again, big move from IVO level 0 DTE. Big support here on JAX2. Opportunity to get in. Second opportunity here. And then a big break all the way up, almost at the core resistance level here. So big move, big breakout of the one-day max, and then obviously consolidation throughout the day, the level hold, and the price stops like around that level.
For CL, it's the same like what we have on NQ and ES. Looking for the correlation. We were speaking about the correlation on the blind spot event. So looking for the USO. Where's the USO ETF? Is this also below one-day max or have we room? Looking for the Canadian dollar, where we are on the Canadian dollar. And if we're hitting the one-day max with crude oil, first we have to confirm, is this really have we room to go much higher? We be looking for correlation. Be looking, is there something? If yes, then most of the time the next level is our target.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And then let's look at gold. So if we look at yesterday price action on gold, same story. We saw we broke all-time high today as well. So yesterday here on gold, we saw big consolidation, JAX2, potential target, breakout, big momentum, second breakout of the one-day max all the way through for the end of the day, and the trend is still continuing today. So we broke the 2,600 level yesterday. Yeah, so big momentum going towards the core resistance as a target.
Congratulations to everyone who was taking the gold trade. Amazing. So breaking 2,600. I was reading something in newspaper. They speaking now about 3,000. Man, think about 3,000 on gold. It's amazing. It's fuck.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So man, yeah. But congratulations, my friends.
Yeah, exactly. Any questions? Let me see. Let me see what we have here. CLV, GCZ. Yeah, we can look. The last one we're going to see is QQQ. And then we're going to answer some questions. So for QQQ, same story. If we look at the Wednesday price action, Very similar story like NQ. But if we go back to Tuesday, let's see, on Tuesday, we have our JAX2 acting as a magnet, and then we go all the way up to the eyeball level. Let's see for Monday. Where is Monday? And let's look at today. So today we saw, obviously, calm before the storm, as they say, very quiet action today. Chopping between JAX2 and JAX4 right here.
We was speaking in the morning about GEX2 and the importance of the pre-market level also. So
yeah,
by the way,
yeah, absolutely. All right. The other thing, again, importance. We talked about it this morning. We had a gamma shift from yesterday. So if we look at our net JAX and we look at QQQ, sorry, our matrix. So what we can see here, we talked about it this morning. This morning we were in a positive gamma environment, as you can see here. Look at the green, look at the total exposure. If it's positive, we're in positive gamma. If it's negative, we're in negative gamma. If we go back to yesterday, then we had kind of like a slightly negative gamma environment. But if we go back from the day before, then we had 480 million negative gamma here. So over the past 2 days, clearly we saw kind of a shift in positioning. We can also look at it from the net JAX chart, going back a couple of days, and see how the picture kind of looks like. If we see, so we saw a lot of like red bars a couple of days ago, not a lot of green bars. The picture has kind of changed. So we see a lot of like positive gamma accumulating towards kind of the end of the week.
yeah.
All right. Let me. All right, so we have a question from Drew. Did you talk about liquidity from newsletter this morning? So this morning we said that the S&P 500 added over 1.3 trillion this week. And then we talked about the skew. So we can go into the bot and we can look at the skew. The skew that we have 3 skews. It's the 25 delta risk reversal skew. So we're looking at out of the money calls, volatility, and out of the money puts. And we have a 1 month, 0 DTE, and 3 months. So I think today we looked at the 3 months in the newsletter on SPX. And you can see basically from the chart below. So the first chart is the price, and the bottom chart is the skew. So the lower the skew means that the implied volatility of 25 delta calls is more expensive than the implied volatility of 25 delta puts. And that means that obviously people are bidding higher on calls than puts. So we see the skew kind of like going down here. So again, that's a sign of understanding what the market is doing, how the market is positioning. So I think it's a very good chart to have. We can also look at how that change over time. So if we go back 2-3 days, we kind of like look at the picture and we can see how the chart kind of changes over time. We can also look at the 0 DTE skew. And if we go back a couple of days, we see that a couple of days ago, the picture was kind of different. So the implied volatility of puts was much higher. This was just before the CPI data, which makes sense. Protection happening at those levels. Yeah, so this is kind of like what you can look from the chart from here. Let me know if it answers your question, Drew. All right, let's see. We have, so Hi guys, when will the opportunity to be ready to add other levels to ES on VIX or SPX? So the opportunity is already there. I don't know if you're aware, but basically we can already convert levels from one asset to the other one. So I can, for example, like Patrick was mentioning, if we want to look at a different asset, different correlation, we can start adding like the levels. So if I wanted to add, for example, the level of USO, which is the ETF on crude oil, I can just simply go on my chart, paste the levels here, and then scroll all the way to the bottom. And then I would just come here and convert USO levels to CL. Select the contract that I want to apply that to, click on the tick box. You can use an auto ratio or a manual ratio. Just look at auto for now. Go on CLV. And now we basically have our gamma levels and our USO levels here. So the one without the ticker is the gamma levels from the asset, in this case crude oil. And the ones with the ticker, like this one, is the USO JAX2 level or the core resistance on USO, etc.
So, and why is this interesting? So I think interesting to have, so let's call this the single spots. So I call this the single spots when I convert, for example, one single ticker to another ticker. So for me, that's single spots, to make it simple, as easy to have a simple and easy language. So we see first that the high wall level, that's the blue level at the top. So this is our major gamma level where we shift from positive to negative. So the 1 day max and the 1 day max from the USO, they are both below the high wall. So it's really hard today to shift from a positive gamma to a negative gamma. So for this reason, when we came now down and we're going through the call resistance, gamma was 0 DTE first on the CL, and then we're breaking also the call resistance 0 DTE and gamma was 0 DTE USO. Boom, this is a great signal for me. Why? So first, as I said, high wall, 1 day max, they are both on the same area, really nice to see. And then it's also really nice to see that we break 2 times call resistance from both USO and from CL. That's amazing. And then let's go, let's skyrocket.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So the question, sorry for that. You meant NinjaTrader. We are finishing up the new indicator. We have some testing, some changes that we asked the developers to do, but it will be done over the next couple of weeks, I think. Rajesh, absolutely. We are building a gamma shift screener and also a swing trading levels shift. Absolutely. So a very good question. What you want to monitor is if we look at our swing 5 days and we go on SPX, for example, we see that 2 days ago we were in kind of like a bearish bias, and then we saw a shift from Thursday that went from a bearish to bullish. So we're going to have, yes, we're going to have a screener that would alert you about this change.
By the way, it's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Very good point. So NinjaTrader, as I said, a couple of weeks. We already have, it's already been built. We're just testing. Bookmap integration will come for Black Friday. So for the November release, we're going to have Bookmap, Quantower, and potentially ATAS. And then we're going to have some very exciting changes on the NinjaTrader and Sierra chart as well. So stay tuned on that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was asking me in the so not me, so it was an question for everyone in the community. It was in the trading chat. someone was asking, hey, Patrick, or can we help anyone how to execute trades based on the trading roadmap? I think I was saying I will cover this in this session, but this session we have only a few minutes left. Let's cover this next week. We will going into this in the trading roadmaps again, giving you some nice trade ideas, nice examples, how you can use the trade map more effective, how you can implement this in your trading strategy. So guys, please remember, we are not here to teach you any trading strategy or any trading style. So MenthorQ and our levels, we're helping you to make the best decisions. So we're giving you a tool where you can implement it in your trading strategy. We want going through this in the trading roadmap and giving you some ideas what we see, what I was seeing when I was trading the trading roadmap. But at the end, it's all based on you. Yeah, it's your trading strategy, it's your trading style. We are here to help you how we can implement MenthorQ into your trading style. So to make it really clear for everyone.
Yeah, and also I think it's important that you rely on your own system, right? So we are providing you the tools, but at the end of the day, you are the ones that are going to be training for the next few years. So you want to really build the foundation of your success, right? So you want to like be able to have the tools, have the data that you need, but also build the foundation, build the knowledge, build the mindset, and not follow what other people tell you to do. So you want to be the one taking the decision, right?
Yeah, and something what I can share with you, so this is only my personal opinion, my personal view. But when I was starting with MenthorQ as a trader, I was starting first with some price level. I was saying, okay, for me, really important call resistance, put support, high wall. And I was really study this. So I was going through historical data, what we have in our community. If you're going into the levels, you can see the historical data. And I was understand what price action we can see when we touch put support, what price action we can expect when we touch call resistance, and also what price action we get when we become on the high wall. And this was my first so interacting how I can implement the levels into my personal strategy, become first an expert in one of the levels to see how the price action are working, and then have this as a second confirmation. So this was my personal way how I become successful with MenthorQ. And I think it's a really good way to start with MenthorQ. Become first an expert in one level, understand the price action, understand how the market reacts on this level. Simple and easy, the bigger picture for MenthorQ.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think also like if we go back on the history, how we kind of met each other, I think at the beginning, Patrick, you and Steve were kind of using our newsletter. Then we had an interview with you guys that you wanted to learn more about MenthorQ. And then obviously we launched the futures data and you became kind of like our expert on the future side. And then kind of like we grew our partnership. And now we are helping, we're working together to help our users to actually leverage better the data, to actually build basically like their foundation. And if you go, for example, to our academy, we now have a lot of new courses available for you based on all the live session that we did, all the live trading sessions. So if you come here to our academy, now we have our morning routine here.
We don't see your monitor, Fabio.
Sorry for that. Okay, so if we go into our academy, this is what we started this week, 15 minutes before the bell, really great insights. We have our timing setup and location that you did, Patrick. Very, very good course. We have our advanced training roadmap. So we're going to talk about it next week, but here you can learn from Patrick on how to build it. And then most importantly, we have our live sessions. So here we have, during the month of July and August, Patrick did 28 live sessions with our premium members. and all the recordings are now here. So very good insights. I'm still halfway through it, Patrick. I haven't watched them all, but I'm going to go through them. And
and also I would say also, if you be an options trader, so we have Doc, we have Tim, we have Punk, who have the SPX morning session also. They are on Zoom, and I think this is also a really nice session. Personally, I was going through one video because I'm not that options trader who trading so much options. I have much more on my side to help you, to support you. But what I was seeing, this is a really nice sessions, and I highly recommend everyone to get a better understanding about the market, especially when I like personally Tim Chester Ming. I like it when he gives us some report. I call him, he's the Bloomberg terminal for MenthorQ. So you have really nice insights, and I highly recommend to everyone. Also, if you have any questions about, hey, what's going on in the market, what the news are meaning, hey man, write a message in the trading chat, and I think Chester will hop on it. So and he will give you some overview.
He did an amazing piece on oil that you can find here, and it's insane the details that we have here on the commodity side. So again, if you are trading oil or spreads or futures on oil, like here, there's like really a very deep analysis of the market. So we're going to create a blog post as well. But again, going through drivers, like, look at this was all for the community. Very great work from Tim. Absolutely.
And also, what I think we can also share is we have Jason. He's one of our members in the community. He was listening to all of our videos where we were speaking about trading routines, what you should do in the morning, where you should looking for. He was making a PDF document. It's really amazing. We were speaking about gags, DAX, negative gags, positive DAX, and all this crazy stuff, all the routines, what we was talking about in the last videos. He was making this, and I think in a PDF document, really nice. Everyone can download this. It's in the premium session. So I will say the content, what you get in the community, this is really amazing. It's like,
it's amazing insights, people helping each other, analysis all throughout the day. So it's very great community, very great team. We are very
also happy. If you go now to the mental risk indicator, we have now the mental risk. I was posting in the morning also something about this. I'm posting about people asking me always about the trading strategies and all this crazy stuff. And I was writing this down, what I was teaching the people in the mentorship sessions. I was saying, hey, people, so ask yourself, hey, what if your trading strategy is working very well? If you want to understand more about this, going in this article, I write everything down. What helps me when I was starting trading, and this is really amazing. We deliver you really good content in the community, not only the levels. We have swing trading levels, we have blind spots, we have gamma levels, we have all the Q models. So don't forget, we have also the Q models. We have also CTA tables. We have many crazy stuff what has happened. And I think it's
and if you want to learn, if you want to learn about the models, just click on products here, and then you will see all the different models that you can find within the membership. If you're interested in learning more about swing trading model, you can click here. We have documents. We have all the different documents here that would help you understand more about it. We also have guides available for everyone. So if you click on the guides and you go under our products, we have our swing trading model here. We have our skew. If you want to learn about gamma levels, we talked about back testing yesterday. It's all here. If you're interested in net gamma exposure, blind spots, all of this is there. Or if you are a particular type of trader, so let's say that you're a futures trader, then we have a blueprint for you. So how can you use MentorQ data as a futures trader. So future trading with MenthorQ. If you're a zero DTE trader, what are zero DTE options? If you're just starting, like, we can help you learn how to use them and then get all the blueprint from our traders, how you can use our data to analyze zero DTE. So everything is available there. All right.
I think this was a good market recap.
Great. Thank you.
Next week, you will see the new schedule for the next week, I think on Sunday, correct, Fabio? I think Sunday it's ready. We will post Sunday or Monday the new schedule for the week. So please take a look into it. We will set up a really nice, crazy week for you. So yeah, we will surprise you what we have.
Yeah, for next week we're gonna have the schedule will be posted this weekend on Discord, but you will also be able to look at it live right here under our channel. If you are not following us, please come here, join us. Every session will be updated here, so you get a notification. If you want to learn more about MenthorQ, please go to our website, sign up for a free account. You'll get access to all the tools that we showed you, all our guides, our free academy. You get access to one of our screeners and a lot of that stuff. Questions, please, we have a team that can support you for any questions. info@mentorq.com. And then I think, Patrick, because it's Friday the 13th, if you guys want to join us, we have a nice coupon for everybody that is watching us live. The coupon code is live25. So if you just go to our website and you want to join, just type it in when you create an account, and just type it in at the bottom here. Very simple.
And then you get 25%. So no matter what, if you want the monthly subscription, the yearly subscription, basic, premium, of course for free, that gives no discount code because it's already free. But as usual, what I say always to you, if you was really like our session, if you take out some golden nuggets, we will highly appreciate this. Go straight forward, don't use the code. But yeah, I will say it was a really good work with you together this week. It was amazing what we was covering. And my personally favor for this week, I know we have the blind spot session, we have the future session, we have the swing trading session. They was all really amazing. But what I was really liking, because it was only 15 minutes, and the 15 minutes was so crazy with knowledge, and everything what we were saying in the 15 minutes was right. At the end, the market was confirming this, so there was no question about this. So the 15-minute session from 9:15 to 9:30 was, for me, my personally highlight of this week. Every session from this, because it was so powerful, it was so great, there was so much knowledge. And I would say for everyone who wants taking some education, go to the 15-minute videos, go in this, take notes, and if we come live next week, ask us any questions. This was really amazing sessions with big knowledge what we were sharing.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, and I'm going to leave you, then I'm going to put you in trouble here, Patrick. So if you join the Discord, you also have the opportunity to book a session with Patrick just by going into the live session channel, click on this link, and then Patrick will be available for you for 20 minutes. So just choose a date that works for you and then book it. And Patrick will teach you how to use the data.
And can you click on 24, please? Yeah, only as example. So I'm living in Dubai, as you know. Sometimes we have different time zones. I have every day's different times. So I was set up Monday different times, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have always different times to work on to fit everyone's needs. So if you be maybe in New Zealand and you have a crazy time zone and nothing is really fit because you're working and all the stuff, I understand this. So please send an email to info@mentorq.com. Send me your best time was available. Please think about, I came from Dubai, and then we can match some individual time, an individual schedule for you.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So
Perfect.
thank you, guys. Thank you, Patrick. Wish you all a great weekend. And then we're going to see you next week with more live sessions.
Yeah. Happy weekend, champs. Cheers. Have a good day. We see us next week.
Bye-bye.
We are born ready again. Bye-bye.
Bye.